Sister Wives Shockwave. Meri Brown breaks her silence to defend Janelle amid horrible online bullying. What happens when sisterhood survives divorce, betrayal, heartbreak, and then gets tested by the ruthless world of online hate? Because Sister Wives fans, buckle up. This week, the Brown family drama didn't unfold on TLC. It exploded online, and at the center of it all, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and a wave of horrible bullying that pushed Meri to finally speak out. And trust me, nobody saw this coming. The unlikely alliance. For years, viewers of Sister Wives watched the complicated dynamic between Meri and Janelle. Let's be honest, these two were never exactly best friends. From awkward family meetings to icy tension over shared kitchens, their relationship was often strained. Meri, the first wife, Janelle, the independent second wife. Different personalities, different parenting styles, different visions of what plural marriage should look like. And yet, somehow, after everything fell apart with Kody Brown, something shifted, something real. Janelle's post-divorce glow-up and the backlash. Since separating from Kody, Janelle Brown has been living her best life. She's focused on her kids, she's building her own financial independence, she's embracing health and confidence in ways fans have celebrated. But here's the dark side of reality TV fame. The internet can turn on you in seconds. Recently, Janelle became the target of intense online bullying. Comment sections flooded with cruel remarks about her appearance, her weight loss journey, her past marriage, even her personality. Some comments crossed the line from criticism into outright viciousness. Fans described it as relentless. Others called it disturbing. And then, Meri stepped in. Meri Brown speaks out, and fans were shocked. Now, if you've followed Sister Wives for years, you know this is huge. Because Meri and Janelle's history isn't simple. There were years of tension, moments of miscommunication, scenes where you could practically feel the emotional distance through the screen. But when Meri saw the online bullying aimed at Janelle, she didn't stay silent. She called the attacks horrible. Let that sink in. Not unfortunate. Not unnecessary. Horrible. And she didn't just make a vague statement. She directly condemned the behavior, making it clear that whatever happened inside their plural marriage, no one deserves to be torn down like that. Fans were stunned. Why this moment is bigger than gossip. This isn't just about social media comments. This is about growth. For years, Meri was painted as the isolated wife. The one struggling to find her place after the catfishing scandal. The one desperately trying to hold on to a marriage that was clearly slipping away. Meanwhile, Janelle was often seen as the practical, emotionally steady one. The wife who quietly endured until she finally decided she deserved better. Now, post-Kody, we're seeing something unexpected. Solidarity. After Kody's marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine unraveled, and with Christine happily remarried, the former sister wives are redefining what family means. And Meri standing up for Janelle shows fans something powerful. The rivalry narrative may have been exaggerated all along. The internet's dark side. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Reality TV creates characters out of real people. Fans pick favorites. They choose sides. They build entire online communities around defending one wife and attacking another. But here's the truth. Meri and Janelle are not fictional villains or heroes. They're women who spent decades navigating an unconventional marriage under public scrutiny. And when that scrutiny turns into cruelty, it stops being entertainment. Janelle's critics targeted everything from her body to her financial choices to her past loyalty to Kody. Some accused her of playing victim. Others claimed she enabled years of dysfunction, and a few went after her personal transformation, implying she only changed after leaving the marriage. That's when Meri had Janelle's side of the story. Shift in the Brown family dynamic. Has always positioned if you've been herself watching as recent logical, seasons of Sister Wives, independent, you've probably noticed something
reserved.
subtle but important. She rarely dives
tension
into
between the
messy
women
drama.
is no
In
longer the
early
main
seasons,
storyline.
She admitted
Instead,
that
we're
her first
seeing
marriage to Adam
independence,
Barber wasn't a good fit,
self-discovery, emotional
and that her
healing,
connection to
and
Kody
yes,
felt spiritually
unexpected
aligned.
support.
Meri defending Janelle signals a turning plural marriage. They may not be best friends. Publicly addressed they may never braid each other's hair. It might have been for Meri. Secrets over or whether she understood how that history could sting. Decades of raising children together. Fans shared holidays. The timing that made it worse. And that bond doesn't disappear just because a marriage does. Janelle and Adam divorced in 1990. Meri married Kody in 1990. And Janelle spiritually married Kody in 1993. So within just a few short years, Janelle went from being Meri's sister-in-law to being her sister-wife. That's not decades apart. That's fresh. That's close. That's personal. And in tight-knit religious communities, those relational lines blur fast. Is this why Meri always felt on the outside? Over the years, fans have watched Meri struggle with loneliness inside the marriage. Even before the catfishing scandal, even before Kody emotionally detached, there were moments where she seemed isolated from the other wives, especially Janelle. Could part of that stem from this early fracture? It's possible that unresolved emotions created subtle distance that never fully healed. And when Christine joined in 1994, the family dynamic shifted even more. Christine Brown has admitted that jealousy was rampant in the early years. So imagine layering this extra history on top of an already complex polygamous structure. Fast forward to now. Everything is crumbling. Let's zoom out. Christine has left. Janelle has left. Meri has left. And Kody remains legally married only to Robyn. Robyn Brown became the legal wife in 2014 after Kody divorced Meri on paper. That legal divorce alone devastated Meri, even though she publicly claimed it was for the children's adoption. Now, with all the marriages dissolved except Robyn's, Meri is reflecting on decades of emotional sacrifices. And part of that reflection includes acknowledging this strange, complicated beginning with Janelle. Fans are divided. Social media has exploded with opinions. Some fans say, Meri has every right to feel emotional. That's a tough dynamic. Others argue, it was 30 years ago. Why is she still hung up on it? But here's the thing. Time doesn't automatically heal what was never addressed. And plural marriage often requires women to suppress jealousy in the name of faith. If those feelings never had safe space to be processed, they don't disappear. They wait. The real question, did this shape the entire Brown family? What if this wasn't just a minor footnote? What if this early entanglement influenced power dynamics from day one? What if Meri subconsciously guarded her territory? What if Janelle overcompensated by becoming the logical wife instead of the emotional one? What if Kody never fully understood the depth of what he was asking these women to navigate? Plural marriage is already emotionally complex, but when family ties are layered in, it becomes generational. Where do Meri and Janelle stand today? Interestingly, in recent interviews, both women have shown signs of mutual respect post-separation from Kody. Without him as the shared husband, the rivalry seems less intense. Almost like removing the center point allowed them to breathe. But that doesn't erase history. It just changes the context. And maybe, just maybe, Meri speaking openly about those lot of emotions is part of her healing process. Not an attack, not a blame game, just acknowledgement. Why this moment matters. Reality TV often focuses on explosive fights. But sometimes, the quiet admissions carry more weight. Meri admitting that revisiting her brother's marriage to Janelle brings up emotions is significant because it shows. She's reflecting. She's processing. She's no longer pretending everything was easy. For years, Meri tried to present strength and loyalty. Now, she's presenting honesty. And fans are responding. The bigger theme, women untangling shared trauma. Let's zoom even further out. This isn't just about an old marriage. It's about women who built their identities around a shared husband and are now rebuilding independently. It's about acknowledging uncomfortable truths. It's about saying that was hard, without minimizing it. And whether you're Team Meri, Team Janelle, Team Christine, or just here for the drama, you have to admit, this family dynamic was unlike any other on television. Final thoughts. Is this closure or the start of more revelations? As Meri continues her journey outside of plural marriage, Don't be surprised if more reflections surface. Distance brings clarity, and clarity often brings confessions. The Brown family story isn't over, it's evolving. But this moment, this admission, this emotional honesty,